Hello from Seoul. I know you have a great chicken recipe. Yeah, I knew it. But by any chance, aren't you just getting sick and tired of trying the same chicken recipe over and over? If this is you, you came to the right place. Today, we are making two amazing Korean chicken dishes. And I have to say they're one of the greatest chicken dishes of all time. Alright, are you guys ready? Let's get started. Today, we are making two classic chicken dishes, Jjimdak, Korean soy sauce braised chicken, and Dakbokkeumtang, spicy braised chicken. Now, I've given you two great options, so all you need to do is just pick the one and run to your kitchen. But make sure to hit the like button before you do that. Thank you in advance. Alright, let's start with Jjimdak first. For this, you will need a whole chicken, green onion, potato, carrot, onion, glass noodles, and some dried chilies. Even if you don't like spicy food, these bad boys gotta be used in this recipe. And that makes your dish taste gourmet. So unless you're allergic to chili peppers, I highly recommend using it. First, let's soak the thick glass noodles in cold water. If they just go straight into a pot, they're gonna soak up all the sauce in there, and you'll be left with very dry chicken, like a desert. So make sure to soak them in water for at least 30 minutes. This is very important. Next, let's make the sauce. In a small container, combine 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of corn syrup, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, and give it a good mix. That's it. But by any chance, if you want to get that restaurant taste, not homemade style, say the name of our secret weapon, MSG. And add a half a teaspoon of it. I won't say this is necessary, but if you feel like it's missing something because you skipped this, I'm not responsible. This time, cut 150 grams of green onions into long strips. Just like any good Korean dish, you'll be like more green onion, more delicious, so be super generous with this. And then chop an onion into nice big chunks. And cut 2 potatoes, some carrots into nice bite-sized pieces. Here, the carrot is mainly for color, so if you don't have it, you can skip it. But make sure to include the potatoes. The starch from the potatoes will thicken up the sauce and help it stick to the chicken. You don't have potatoes? Don't worry about it. You can use sweet potatoes. No problem at all. This time, let's talk about the chicken. I'm gonna be using a whole chicken that's been cut up into small pieces. But if it's difficult to get this, just use chicken thighs or breast. No problem at all. But just so you know, all the good flavors come out of the bones. So there's gonna be a difference in taste. Now blanch the chicken in hot water for 5 minutes. At this point, some of you might say, Aaron, what are you doing? You're gonna lose all the good flavor. I'm so glad you brought that up. The truth is, you're not gonna lose any flavor, but you're just gonna get rid of all the impurities and odors. So don't worry about it, you'll get a better result. Alright, once that's done, give it a good rinse on the cold water. Now into a wok or pot, add in your chicken, the sauce, 5 to 7 dried chilies, 2 cups of water, and bring it to a boil over high heat. Once it starts to bubble, reduce the heat to medium-high and simmer for 10 minutes. After that, reduce the heat to medium and add in your potatoes and carrots. After 5 minutes, or once the veggies are halfway cooked, add in the onions, half of the green onions, glass noodles, and let it cook for another 10 minutes. So simple, right? Now let's turn the heat off and add the rest of the green onions and drizzle 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Now all you need to do is just toss them around. That's it. But if you want to make it more beautiful, add some mild chilies or bell peppers. See? It looks way better, right? Alright, it's almost done. Transfer it to a serving plate and finish it off with a generous amount of toasted sesame seeds. How does it look? It looks absolutely delicious, right? Alright, let's go to our taste tester. Claire?
Wow! All the vegetables and sesame seeds, they make a beautiful presentation. Ooh! 너무 예쁜데? 와! 그리고 푸짐하니 양이 주는 매력이 있네. 와! I can't wait to try! 그래도 뭐니 해도 닭다리부터 시작해야겠지? I'm gonna add more of that sauce. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Ready? 맛있다. 부드러워. 일단 속에 깊숙이까지 소스가 잘 됐어. 그리고 맛뿐만 아니라 향이 일단 너무 좋아. 탁 가져가는 순간 참기름 향이 샤 그냥 코에 진동을 하고 알잖아. 그 간장을 끓이면 그 특유의 향이 확 살아나면서 감칠맛이 확 돌잖아. 그게 확 느껴져. And I love that little kick from chili peppers. Super addictive. 그리고 뭐니 해도 찜닭이는 당면이지. Let's try the glass noodles. It looks divine. 미쳤다. 엄청 쫄깃쫄깃하고 탱글탱글. 미쳤어. 우와. 이 맛에 찜닭 먹지. I think it makes it super addictive. 내가 만약 식감을 정말 중요시 여기는 사람이다. 무조건 넣어야 돼. It's necessary. 이 정도면 팔아도 되겠다.
This time, let's make Dakbokkeumtang, which is an arch rival of soy sauce braised chicken. If the first one is super addictive because of its sweet and savory flavor, this one will make you fall in love with its unique spiciness, so you can get excited. For this, you will need a whole chicken, onion, green onion, potato, carrot, and chili peppers. It's pretty simple, right? But if you want to upgrade it, then get yourself a little bit of Korean rice cake. If I say the glass noodles are the beauty of Jjimdak, this bad boy will be the hero here. Alright, let's prep some vegetables. Just like before, chop some green onion into nice big chunks. I'm gonna use about 100 grams. Next, chop an onion into nice bite-sized pieces. Again, if they're too small, they will go mushy as they cook, so just roughly chop them. And then potatoes. Take 3 potatoes and cut them in half, like this. Once that's done, cut some carrot into nice bite-sized pieces. This time, chili peppers. In Korea, there are many types of chili peppers, but this bad boy is super spicy. So I'm gonna use 2. Yeah, that's the spirit. But if you can't take spicy so much, you can skip it. No problem at all. Now let's move on to the seasoning paste. In a small container, combine 4 tablespoons of Korean chili pepper flakes, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder, 1 tablespoon of dashida, Korean beef stock powder, 1 tablespoon of corn syrup, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper, and a half teaspoon of MSG. As I said earlier, this MSG is optional, but if I don't put this here, Claire could say the first one is way better because of this teeny tiny amount of MSG. So in order to be objective, I can't help it. Again, blanch your chicken for 5 minutes and rinse them under cold water. Well, if your chicken is really fresh, you can skip this step, but this little detail will give you a better result. So I highly recommend doing this. Now take out a wok or pot, add in the drained chicken, potatoes, sauce, 2.5 cups of water, and place it over high heat. Once it starts to boil, reduce it down to a medium-high and let it simmer for 12 minutes. And during the simmer, make sure to stir it occasionally so that they don't stick on the bottom. If you smell smoke in your kitchen because you didn't take my advice, I'm not responsible. Now at this point, some of you might wanna ask, Aaron, you're not gonna use gochujang, Korean chili paste? Of course you could add it, but it's way better without gochujang because without it, it's gonna taste more delicate. And for information, that's the restaurant secret, so take some notes. You're welcome. Alright, let's reduce it down to a medium and add in our onions, carrots, and give it a quick stir. Keep adding half a cup of water, a handful of rice cakes, and simmer for another 5 minutes. Once the rice cakes are cooked through, add in your green onions, chili peppers, and let it all cook together for about 3 minutes. That's it. For information, if you transfer it to a wide pot and serve it on a portable stove, that's the best. But since hungry Claire is staring at me, let's skip that part. I don't wanna die today. Alright, let's see how it tastes.
Claire?
If I didn't know the taste of Jjimdak, and if you ask me, what would you like to try, the first one or this one? I would definitely pick this one. Why? Because to me, red always looks more appetizing. Let's give it a try. 이번에도 역시 공정하게 닭다리살을 먹어보겠다. 뭔가 와 국물이 진짜 진해 보이는 게 꼭 그냥 국물 색깔만 봤었을 때는 고추장찌개 색깔 같아. 예. Ready? Again, it's super juicy and tender and bouncy at the same time. Perfectly cooked. 근데 재밌는 건 이게 훨씬 매워 보이잖아. 근데 아깝게 조금 더 매워. 신기하다. 진짜 재밌다. It's not that spicy as it looks, so you'll be fine. Don't be afraid. 찜닭에 당면이 있다면 닭볶음탕엔 감자가 있지. Let's try the potato. 국물 한번 끼얹고 뚜루루. 어마무시하게 크구만. 우후, I love it. Ready? 이 맛에 닭볶음탕을 먹는 거야. 너무 맛있다. 감자가 진짜 너무 맛있어. 포근포근 진짜 작살나. There are so many things I have to show you guys. 그리고 이 국물은 또 그렇게 밥에 또 잘 어울려요. 이거 밥에 또 끼얹어서 먹어줘야 돼. Like this. Pour it and give it a good mix. Like this. 맛있다. 그냥 맛있다. It's slightly different, but if you love tteokbokki, I'm sure you will love this. Try. I think it's gonna be a good competition between Jjimdak and Dakbokkeumtang, like chicken breast and chicken thigh.
Today, I showed you two different types of Korean chicken dishes, Jjimdak and Dakbokkeumtang. Which one do you like better? It's hard to answer that, right? But one thing is very clear. Whatever you choose, I'm pretty sure you'll be happy with that. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.